I got money enough in the bank, I got enough. I don't need to do it for the money, I just do it for passion, and everything I do right now is for passion.
You know, work hard, push hard always, and then on the end, yeah, the hard work always pays off.
The first gate, you didn't even see, you just saw the top of the cave there.
And then the first time I was on a stock bike, I was like, oof, what's this? But not in a negative way, but just so much different. The balance, the feeling, the suspension. But now I got really used to it, and now when I jump on the Honda, it's like, oh, it's normal. But the first week I was like, oof, what have I done? But now I'm quite happy. I'm super happy with the bike. And like I said, no regrets, but yeah, I had to get used to it for quite a bit of time, and I never could expect, with only 2 months on the bike, to straight win the first GP. So yeah, I'm quite surprised about that result as well. But
I mean, definitely it's a big change, you know, it's a big thing to do, especially after so many years. But no, I'm super excited. I'm happy that I did that, you know. It's let's say everything is new motivation. You are learning, let's say, every day something new. So no, I'm happy where I am, you know. And like you said, today here is a first GP that I see, you know, like the trucks, the tents.
I'm one of the fastest guys, yes, I will not deny that, especially with 10, 15 years. I'm not saying I am the fastest guy. For me, Jett Laurens is the fastest guy. If I would beat him straight up in the Nations or whatever, then I'm like, maybe I am. But as of right now, I just try to do my best, and I know, you know, the results don't lie. You know, I've won 113 GPs, I think 215 moto wins, 160 podiums. All of them are almost records. So, you know, that doesn't lie about my speed, but still, you know, to be the fastest guy on the planet, it's a big statement, and I don't think I'm there right now, but I should be at the top 5 or top 10 at least, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, that's how it is, you know, fast is the fast. We had a great history with Honda, let's say, you know, many world titles, everything, but now we turn the page, you know, like it's a new beginning for me and for Yamaha. So I'm super motivated, and you know, the season start, let's say, well. We didn't have a lot of time because of, you know, all things that went on, you know, in the off season.
If I don't do it, no one does it, so I got no other option to do it myself, yeah. Well, I like it. When I do it myself, if somebody does it wrong, it can only be me, so sometimes it happens, something goes wrong, but yeah, there's no one I can blame, so it's all right by doing it myself, yeah.
I want to be remembered as a great rider, but also as a great personality, you know. And I think I'm doing quite well, you know. I'm trying to give also to the sport back, you know, taking time for the fans, you know, because we all know racing is racing, but on the end, without the fans, without the people around, you know, the racing is not the same. Yeah, just want to be remembered as a great rider, you know, multi-time world champion, and also a great person. feel better. Yes. I mean, yesterday was a bit of struggle, but no. I hope we can turn the things around, you know, today and do a good race. Actually, it was good. You know, when the big piece of mud arrived on, I could see it, but then I just did it with the finger and was okay. So, put the 14 on, we go like that.
Yes, I think me and both and Tim, we have beautiful careers, and we have two different careers though. I think he's also been a fighter like myself. I grew up poor.
I mean, we all know motocross is a dangerous sport on the end, but we love this kind of sport, you know. Yeah, on the end, you know, let's say to become a world champion, all the puzzles has to come together, you know.
Maybe not as poor as Tim did from what I hear, but we all came from nothing and we made it to being someone in the sport. And he had a lot of wins, I had a lot of wins. I have way more wins, but he was more consistent. His body was more forgiving with his crashes because he had some big crashes.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you know, Jeffrey had many injuries. Also in the past couple of years, I had quite big also some injuries, quite big ones that, let's say, put me on the side, wheeling. I was leading the championships, but like I said, you know, that's motocross.
Where I would have small crash and be badly injured, and he had some big ones and not. So on things I have more luck, he had more luck, but at the end of the day, we both won 5 championships. And yeah, I want to congratulate him on a great career and still forgoing, you know, because he's also a tough guy.
I mean, it was definitely when I entered MX2, you know, obviously when you are like, when I was a kid, I was successful. I was many times European champion, you know, with first 65, then 85, then 1 to 5, also junior world champion. But when you make a switch from, let's say, to premier class, MX2 and MXGP, that's where you have to show everything, you know, and that's the most important switch, you know. And yeah, obviously, already first year when I did my full MX2 season, I was quite good, you know, improving every time. And then 2015, when we were like fighting for a title, that was the year that I realized, shit, maybe, you know, like my dreams when I was a kid, when I wanted to become a world champion, can come true. And on the end of that year, these dreams came true, and I won my first title. So yeah.
Yeah, it's just very strange after all these years to, you know, go from KTM to just basically go to Honda. You know, even now sometimes I still say the wrong team, I still say the wrong people I work with. So it's a big change coming from KTM after 17 years to Honda. But as of right now, I have no regrets. The team is very good. The people I work with are very good. They're also the Japanese. They're very respectful. They're different. I'm not saying the Austrians were bad. Definitely not. We had a great band with KTM. We partnered all these 17 years in a good way, and also we stopped in a good way, but still, you know, this is a complete different rig and it's quite special. I think I'm, what people think about my career, I'm like the modern James Stewart. A lot of wins, a lot of speed, and a lot of crash and a lot of injuries. So I've won more than James did as in the way of championships, I think. But still, I feel like a lot of people call me the modern James Stewart. Either there and super fast, or either not there and because he's crashed or he's injured if he's not winning. So still a lot of more people speak about James Stewart than people would speak about Jeremy McGrath, for example.
Yeah, podium again. Not the right spot, 2-2 for P2. I mean, if someone else is better, he's better, so he did a great job. And no, still, I'm pretty proud. I'm not 18 anymore, he is, or maybe 19, whatever. So 2-2 was good. And also for the championship, we're in P2 now, so at least we're looking way better than we were last year.
Yeah, it's nice, you know. It's nice, especially when you're struggling, you know, and then on the end of the day, you put the things together and you know, manage to finish on the podium was a good confidence booster, I think, for upcoming races. So yeah, we're gonna continue working hard and hopefully be soon, you know, like fighting for the wins.
Eres noveno,